The island is indeed the place of legend.
Welcome everybody, welcome to the Sanitarium. New World is finally going to get released. We're finally going to be able to start playing the game. My first goal, improve my mining tools, my pick, my axe, my whatever, those things. Improve those to as high as I can get them as quickly as I can, because that improves the quickness and efficiency of your mining. Secondly, my goal is to get those bags that increases your inventory space. Let's go over your character right quick. You've got your attributes. Your attributes are just like they are in any other game. You've got your strength, dexterity, intelligence, which all kind of self-explanatory. Strength is strength, dexterity is these weapons, and intelligence is magic. Focus is like your wisdom. It is your mana for your, it's your magic skills for your healing staff. Constitution is your life. You'll notice above here they have little pictures of these weapons. By clicking on this or just hover over it, it'll tell you scales with strength and dexterity. But if you go down here, it'll tell you primary attribute for the warhammer, great axe, sword, and hatchet. Secondary attribute for the spear. So then you go down here. Primary attribute for the bow, rapier, spear, and musket. Secondary attribute for the sword. So most of the weapons have a primary and a secondary stat, meaning if you have 1 point, this is not the exact numbers, so bear with me. If you have 1 point of strength, it's going to give you 2 points of damage. If you have 1 point and 1 point of dexterity, and this is the secondary skill, you'll get 1 point of damage. So 1 strength, 2 points, 1 dex, 1 point. If it's primary and secondary, that's the general idea of the primary and the secondary stats. So there you have it. And you can, by understanding which weapons go off of which stats, you can choose to put your stats any which way you want. Don't worry about screwing up your character. You can respec your character at any time for free up to level 20. After 20, it starts to cost you gold. I mean, I'm level 47 and it costs me 344 gold. It's not a whole lot. So you can always change on the fly. Every 50 points that you put into a certain spec, there's a little pip on there. Each of these gives you 1 bonus for combat, 1 bonus for crafting or gathering, depending on what it is and what's going on there. So there's that. Those are your attributes. Now, as far as weapon mastery, again, you've noticed these are the only weapons that you have to choose from at the moment. For example, the sword. I'm doing the sword thing. There are only 6 skills that you can choose from. These are the actual active skills that you will push buttons and put on your bar, but you can only put 3 on the bar. So choose however you want. Again, you can respec this weapon. Max level is 20. You can respec this weapon for free up to level 10 of the weapon. Once the weapon is level 11, you have to start using your Azoth, which you gain from killing things, quests, various other things. It comes pretty naturally. It's not a big deal. But beware, swapping a lot is going to burn your Azoth, and you need that for crafting, you need it for teleporting, you need it for a bunch of things. So you spend it wisely. That being said, these are your main skills. These are a bunch of passive skills that kind of accentuate the skills that you choose. I showed mostly DPS, right? Mostly DPS. And then I put some passive skills in sturdy shield, and when you block, how much stamina, just kind of things that kind of help out my stamina a bit, So there's that. Each of them again have 2 different things. This is more, say, well, I haven't really dabbled in some of these. So, for example, the great axe. This is more single target. This is more AOE for the most part. And you can bob and weave through this however you see fit. It's not going to really make a difference, because at some point you will probably have all of these maxed out, and then you can just flop and twitch between these however you so choose. It's up to you. Moving on to trade skills. One of the first quests that you get in when you come upon the shore, when you wash up on the beach, is a quest to craft some flint tools. These flint tools are going to be helping with your gathering, your logging, your mining, your tracking, and your skinning. You'll later get a fishing pole, and you can start fishing. Each of these skills goes up to 200. These skills, you need this stuff to refine it to make better materials. You need the materials to make better stuff. So you kind of want to do this with it as you're going up. Now, crafting isn't the end all be all. You don't have to do it, but it kind of helps. Plus, it gives you something to do. And I often get lost between going from point A to point B in a quest. It's only 500 meters away, which should take me like 2 minutes real time to get there. But 35 minutes later, I get to the destination and completely forgot why I'm going there, because I have picked up little rocks and trees and bushes, and it's just fun. You get lost in the environment. It's amazing. You'll love it. The game also has achievements. There are tons of them. So if you're going to be an achievement hunter, you can skim through here and choose whatever you're going to go after. Right now, I'm actually going after one to clear each of the storylines from each of the cities. That's what I'm going for. Ooh, shinies. That's right. This game also does have a store. The store does cost money. These are the prices right here. $50 for 50,000, so it's basically $1 per 10 marks, give or take. And then there's bonuses depending on how many you make. In the store, there is actually consumables such as dyes, right? There's emotes, armor skins, which look kind of cool. You can click on it and see what it looks like on your character. Weapon skins to make your weapons look a little different. If you had a healing staff, you can make it look like that no matter what it looks like. It was pretty cool. Housing items. Housing in this game is going to be a little different. If you're used to housing like in Elder Scrolls Online, where it's very, very in depth, where you can just create anything in the housing, this is not necessarily it. You're going to have set items that you're going to put in there, but unlike the other games, you're going to have things in your house that will benefit you in game. You'll have, potentially increased to crafting, increased to gathering. You can put storage chests in there that's going to boost the amount of stuff you can store. That's pretty awesome. So there's that. Housing is going to be kind of a thing in here. Company crests. If you're creating a company, aka guild, you may want to partake in some of these fancy crests that, for your symbol. Like, you see these guys have these symbols on their thing. Some of them are stock, some of them are actually purchased. It's up to you, depending on what you want to do. They say bundles. Bundles is basically one page with all of that, so it's not really a bundle. And then world transfer is coming soon. Upon the release of the game, the servers were packed because everybody was trying to get in. There was 700 or 900,000 people trying to play the game at once. There was a queue time that was ridiculously long for sometimes. Well, because of that, people have joined after some of the servers got shut or closed because they wanted to reduce the amount of people that are flooding the servers. So your friends joined server B while you're on server A. So they can still play, they can still level their characters and have a good time, but at some point you're going to transfer. Well, they're going to offer free transfers starting next week, I believe. So you can transfer to a server with your friends for free. For free. That is a thing. That is a thing. So settings, gameplay, menu, map. You'll notice the map. Let me explain you something, man. All right, these are the three different factions. You've got the Covenant, which is yellow. You've got the Syndicate, which is purple, and you've got the Marauders, which is green. The way this works is, when the game first went live, all right, it's kind of like a land rush, right? You go up and there's a city in each of these little areas that are currently claimed. A company goes in there. If they have 100,000 gold for the company, you can purchase it. And you purchase it, no hard feelings, just boom, give it to me, boom, now you own it. So now this company, which is yellow, owns this land. So everything in here, this is yellow. Now what does that mean to you? Well, if you're purple, that just means you don't get any bonuses by leveling or working in the town. When you're in the town, there are certain things that you get for free. One of those being a crate or some sort of extra materials. Like you can pick it up once a day. It can be iron, it can be linen, it can be leather, it can be something. But you can go in there and pick it up once a day because you belong to that faction. It's kind of cool. So how does this change colors? Well, this changes colors. You see these bars here, right here? There's one bar for each color. This is owned by yellow, so this is purple's progress bar and green's progress bar. To make this bar move, you have to do PvP quests and PvP in that area. If you do PvE quests, it doesn't affect that bar. PvP is not mandatory in the game. You can flag for PvP if you so choose. There are bonuses to PvP. You know, you get extra experience, you get extra faction tokens, extra, which is fine and dandy. But when you're doing the PvP faction quests, which is, you know, the little purple quests that you're going to probably do, you could go and do your quest, be footsteps from the door, which is the sanctuary or the city. There's no PvP, no nothing. You're safe in the city. Before you step through that door, if somebody kills you, all of that progress you did with that quest is gone. Quest failed. You have to start over again. That's what that PvP thing's all about. Once the bar is filled, whoever fills it, purple or green, company or guild leaders, company guild leaders and officers of that color can challenge this company that owns this to war. And what that means is it'll pop up and say, war has been declared, and you click through a series of buttons and you say, yes, I want to declare war. You spend some money from the guild coffers, and then you go to war and you pick a timeline that works for you. And basically what it says, hey, Monday, October 11th at 8 p.m. Eastern, war is going to take place. So if you want to partake in that war, which is a PvP 50 versus 50 kind of deal, you have to be online. The guild leader from the company that actually declared war and the company that's actually defending will choose members to join the team. There is a war board. I don't see it. It's up front somewhere. Where am I? Out back. There is a war board that you can sign up on, and you say, hey, I want to participate. So what you're doing is you're kind of putting your name out there saying, I want to participate. And what you're doing, oh, I can't sign up. I'm not either one of those two colors. You sign up. Look at this. 37 players signed up. 81 players signed up. Yellow is pretty heavy PvP. Green, probably not so much. So green probably won't win this one at all. Yellow's going to maintain it. And what it is, once the leader picks the names, let's go. You'll see in town little red dots pop above people's heads, and then they'll disappear because they're being pulled in to the war. And then it's 50 on 50. The winner takes the city. The loser goes away. So that's kind of how all of those things take place. You can choose any weapons you want. There is no specific traditional paladin build, mage warrior build. There's no specific title on them unless you've made it up yourself and said this is my warrior build or my paladin build. But there are no classes. This is just my character using a sword and shield and a life staff. Is that a paladin? Well, according to the games that we play, it's kind of a paladin because, you know, paladins do damage and heal. So maybe. But you can kind of do things however you like. And there is no rush. If all you want to do is PvE, or if you want to just roam around and just kill shit and, you know, pluck berries and cut trees, go for it. Maybe you're going to be a crafter. Maybe that's all you want to do is craft. Okay, then do it. You know, at this juncture, there's no, you have to be level 60. You have to have this kind of weapon. You have to have this gear score. As far as I can tell, nobody cares. The only people who really care are the people who are choosing people for combat. They want people with the highest level to go do it. other than that, enjoy yourself, have fun, play the game however you see fit. Again, you want to be hot and sweaty and be PvP and do that thing, by all means, go for it. Go for it. It's up to you. And that is why I love this game. You get lost in the environment, you get lost in all of the things that's happening around you, and then guess what? Boom, 6 hours has gone by. You're like, holy crap, already? It just happens. People are joining this game that don't even like this kind of game normally. They're playing it and they're just getting themselves completely lost in the game, just enjoying themselves. For example, Panzer's one of our members. This is not normally his style of game, but he is having an absolute blast. Last time he told us he was having an absolute blast. So I can sit and do an 8, 10, 12 hour stream and not realize that 12 hours have gone by. I planned on doing a 6 hour stream, and the next thing I know, it's midnight. I'm like, what the hell? It happens. It happens. Just be aware, be safe, set an alarm. If you have to be somewhere, do something. Get up regularly, take breaks, hydrate, and make sure you eat. Make sure you eat. All right? So other than that, do you have any questions, Cindy? Eric Zanon, what's up, buddy? Eric, how you doing? Welcome back to the sanitarium. Appreciate that. Appreciate that, buddy. Thank you so very, very much. I appreciate it. No, I'm good. Thank you as always. You are most welcome, hon. You are most welcome. Don't really worry about armor too much, honestly. You'll pick up armor pieces constantly. Oh, and also repairing your stuff. You can either R and left click and repair things individually, or you can use this button down here that says repair all. All right, repair all. Repair all seems to be a better deal. You know what I'm saying? Chemo hasn't killed you yet. Nice, brother. I am so glad you're still with us, man. Appreciate that too. Thanks. Hey, not a problem, buddy. Not a problem. Keep in mind a couple things about the auction house and whatnot. Things to sell and things to keep. Do I break things down? There are no merchants per se. There are no merchants, so you can't sell armor at a merchant for 5 gold or any whatever, right? What is most often thought as wise is to, when you're picking up armor, see if it's better than what you want, or if it has the stats that you want. If it's better, put it on. If it doesn't, deconstruct it. You'll get repair parts down here, right? These repair parts, those repair parts are used to either create repair kits or repair your stuff. Dying, when you die, everything that you're wearing and everything in your inventory, weapons and armor, will all take damage. Now that doesn't really make a big difference when you're just gonna break it down. It's not a big deal. You don't have to repair it and then break it down. You can break, like I can break this down right now, no big deal. If you are going to sell a piece of armor or something like that, then go ahead. You have to repair it to sell it on the auction house. It has to be 100% repaired before you sell it on the auction house. All right. So there's that. So there's dying, there's repairing. Food. All right, food. Let's talk about food real quick. All right, you see, I've got some food here. You can actually make this. There's some low level one. You'll get a quest. I think you'll get a quest to get a campfire. It's a level 1 campfire. You can make basic food, level 1 food, at a campfire. You don't have to come in town and find a crafting tent. You can make basic things at a campfire. You can make potions. You can make food. You can make arrows. You can make bullets. Basic weapons, your basic wooden weapons, just so you have something. You can do that. I can't remember what else you can make at it. So when you use a food, oops. No, stop it. For fuck's sake. When you eat a food, right, it gives you an immediate boost. Right here, it gives you a boost, like a regen, and then it has a heal over time for, what is it, 30 minutes. So you can use it to heal. Make sure you have this on at all times. So if you're killing enemies, in between enemies, you know, you're running from one enemy to the next, you're still getting your healed, you know, picking up that slack where, you know, so you can be full health by the time you get to the next person. So there's that. What else? Your weight. Armor. Armor. This is something that's pretty important. All right. See this over here? It says heavy. This is your equipment load. The armor that you're wearing. You have light, medium, and heavy. If your status is light, let's say you're wearing all light armor, you get a 20% damage bonus and healing, and you're able to do a dodge roll. All right. So that's kind of a bonus benefit. You're kind of like a glass cannon. If you're wearing medium armor, medium weight, not medium armor. The reason I say that is you could wear like a heavy chest plate and the rest light, and you'll still maintain that medium weight. And you'll see this bar right here will tell you how heavy you are based on the armor that you're wearing. But a medium armor gives you a 10% bonus damage and healing, and crowd control buffs you apply last 10% longer. But your version of dodging is more of a juke to the left, right? If you're wearing heavy, you really can't dodge at all. There is no damage bonus, but your block stability has increased by 15%, and your crowd control debuffs you apply last 20% longer. So choose how you want to play the game. Do you want to have to be a dodge roll? Do you want to have light armor? Are you concentrating more on damage? Are you concentrating more on survivability? That's up to you based on the type of armor, and you can mix match. You can mix match the armor. You can have, you know, light armor pieces, heavy armor pieces, medium armor pieces. The only thing that really matters is the equipment load and how that affects how much damage extra you're going to do or not, and if you can dodge roll or move out of the way. The carry weight in the equation. Yeah, they use the carry weight. Well, they use this here. This is the equation for the load, right? This is the equation for the load. This over here, your encumbrance, is actually, let's see, while encumbrance is a total weight of everything in your bag, equipped items do not affect it. You can increase your maximum encumbrance by equipping bags. So you start off at 200, right? And if you're out there picking up rocks and trees and all sorts of stuff, and you start to be encumbered, remember, you can always go down. The first thing I do is what do you call it? I salvage everything. I salvage my weapons and armor. That'll free up. Like if I salvage this right now, that'd get rid of 4.2 pounds. If I had a chest piece, it's like 8 or 9 pounds. If you're just barely over your max limit, salvage the armor that you have on you. Honestly, the armor doesn't really sell that well on the auction house. So save your money. Save your money. Like they said, you can increase the weapon. For example, I can increase my weapon or my encumbrance because I picked strength, right? Now strength gave me plus 20 encumbrance, so I can carry an extra 20 pounds. And I get a negative 10% decrease in weight from mined items. What's another one here? More yield. Okay, so that's it. Mined items is decreased and encumbrance is increased. So there's that. Now when it comes to this, it says you can also increase your weight by bags. At level 15, level 30, and level 45, you have a bag slot. These can be crafted by yourself. They can be purchased on the auction house. A guildie can give them to, or a company member can give them to you. However, and you do get one from a quest. I believe it's 50 extra pounds for encumbrance. You can craft them. I crafted this one and it gave me 110 extra pounds of encumbrance. So the crafted ones tend to be a bit better. They have better stats on them, a lot more Gucci stuff. So you can get some things from questing, sure, but crafting is very relevant in this game. It's not just something like some games like, oh, I'm a max potion maker. I can make the level 50 potions. Well, what about all the rest of that shit? No, it's not really relevant. You know, I just made that stuff just to get to the max level so I can make that one potion. There are plenty of things within as you level that you can actually sell. So that's pretty awesome. Let's see. Let's go over the auction house. This is the auction house, the one with the crow and the what's this called? The crow and the coin. You're gonna go to the auction house and you're gonna have a bunch of stuff. You're gonna have a bunch of stuff to sell, whatever it is, right? You're gonna have bunches and bunches of stuff to sell. So for example, I want to sell, first of all, don't ever sell crossweave, sandpaper, tannin. Don't sell those things because you will burn through those so fast when it comes to crafting, and you'll end up running out of them. And the only way to get those is to go around and loot chests around the map. So keep them as you're leveling and as you're experiencing the environment and you're picking them up. Keep them, put them in your bank, whatever. All right. So there's that. Let's see. So you've got all these materials. I want to sell, we'll say air essence, right? I'm going to sell air essence. I want to see if they have one here. Okay, this is a good one. Air motes, right? They have these right here. You can sell it for 43 immediately and sell it if you want. But if you go up here to this tab and you click all settlements and then you go to buy, right? You go to buy air mote. You can click up there, little search bar, click on it. Currently, the air motes are going for 90 cents. I use dollars and cents. It makes it easier for me to say copper, gold, whatever. All right, they're selling for 90 cents. Well, as you saw already, it says right here, 43 cents. This is what people are saying. Hey, I will pay 43 cents for one of these. I want 500 of them. I will pay 43 cents. So they put that on there and hope you push it and sell your thing for 43 cents. But if the average price is 90 cents, they're getting away with half the price. So don't do that. Now, each of these auction houses or these trade points are individual cities. They're not connected. The reason why you go up here and push all settlements is what you're going to do is you're going to look for, let's see, air mote. Oops. You're going to look up and see what the general rule is. 90. Okay. Now see, this is in Brightwood. Monarch's Bluff is 98. First Light is $1. So based on the location, the price can vary drastically. For example, if you sell water, which is really stupid, but people buy it, it's free. All you do is stand in water and push E, and you come up with water. It's free. You can carry a bunch of it, and you can sell it on the market. Now, it doesn't sell for a whole lot, but what did you do to get it? You sat there and pushed the E button. It's free money. I mean, you might get 1 cent a piece, you might get 5 cents a piece, or 20 cents a piece, whatever the case is. It's free money. You pushed one button. Only because certain outposts don't have water that's right there in town. You have to go walk out to go get it. So if they have more money than common sense, they'll say, let me go to the auction house and grab this. I need, 100 waters. Let me go grab it real quick so I can finish my crafting. And they'll pay some money for it. Now, of course, like I said, it's not a lot. If you buy 100 and they're at 1 cent a piece, that's what? Gold. That's 1 gold. So they didn't really spend a lot of money doing it, but you made a gold for doing absolutely nothing but push one button. Those are the kind of ideas. Water is such a scam. It's literally free for lazy people. It's not a scam. It's just you're being lazy as hell, and I'm going to take advantage of that. That's not a scam. Stop telling them I need my buy orders filled for Sandflux. No. So there's that. So again, if you're going to, like, say I want to sell air motes, these are all 90. What I do, this is just me. What I do, people use the auction house differently. I call it auction house, trade post. People use it differently. If the average price is 90, I will actually place a sell order. Like right now here in this city, it says $1.06 is the average price. But the average price in all these other places is 90. I'll go in here and I'll do 89. I'll undercut by one. So first of all, if it's 89 and the average price in this city is 106 or 120, if anybody's looking for air motes in this city, they're automatically going to see mine at 98 and be like, oh crap, that's a deal. I'm going to steal it. Realistically, because what people can do, if they see the prices in, say, Brightwood, let's say you want to go to, I don't know, you're here in Everfall, but you're at everything and the prices here in Everfall are ridiculous, but you can go out here in, I don't know, Reekwater, and the prices in Reekwater are super low. They may just go run their happy butt out there and pick up all that stuff for a cheaper price if they need a bunch of it. So it's about convenience, it's about money, and how much effort did you do to get that? It really didn't. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's free money. And you can only have 100 orders on any auction house total on sale. 100 is max, right? 100 is max. So you put those on there and then you wait. Also, when you're selling something, say for example, we're going to sell 200 ash stain. All right. I'm going to go ahead and say for 3. I'm going to sell all of those. It's going to cost me $4.42 for 14 days. If you lower this to 1 day, it's now 65 cents to put that on the auction house. If money is tight, knock it down to 3 days. Knock it down to 7 days. That's still half the price. You're saving money by lowering the amount of times you're going to put on that order. It doesn't necessarily need to be 14 days, because in 14 days, the market could change. It could be flooded and your so-called cheap price is now way up here and people have way undercut you. So I say 3 days. 3 days is probably good. If in 3 days it doesn't sell, readjust, you know. So there's the auction house. Now let's talk about storage. If I can find the damn storage. There it is right there. All right, 3 days is best. Yeah, 3 days is good. You'll notice that there's a storage shed. It starts off at 1,000. Okay, you can actually increase this, and I'll get to that in a minute. These are the different locations. Now, the way this works is this. If I was the yellow team, let's just say I was the yellow team for the sake of argument here, and I am currently on this thing, but I am over here to Brightwood, and I've got materials in Brightwood. I want these materials over here because my team currently owns Everfall and my team owns Brightwood. I could grab these items and do this, and it would actually pull it over to me for gold. It'll cost me gold to do that. That is one method of transferring your items. Keep in mind that you only have 1,000 pounds, or starting off at 1,000 pounds for carrying your stuff. So this stuff starts to add up, especially your ores, your woods, and your leathers. That starts to add up fast. So I would highly recommend. What do you mean? How was that? Okay, I'll explain again. So if I was yellow, your faction has to own the city that you are currently in, and your city has to own this from the bank that you're pulling from. So if I was yellow and I'm in Everfall, which is owned by yellow, I'm going to want to pull out items from Brightwood, which is also yellow. I can grab these and just do this, and it'll pull and drop into my inventory, but it'll cost money. But you can do that and pull it and it'll come in. But since I'm purple, and purple only owns one city, you're kind of screwed. But the question is, how do I get my items from one city to another instead of packing it on my back and moving it? That sounds kind of expensive. Well, it is. However, However, if you go ahead and you put something on the trade market right here, right? Think about this for a minute. Well, look, sold something else. If you go ahead and sell something here, let's go say something that's really heavy here. Coarse leather, maybe, right? I don't want to do coarse leather because it's if they buy it, I don't want to lose it. Let me give some ore. I got some ore in here somewhere. Flint. Oh, I can put flint on there. Let's put some flint. See, flint's going for 8 cents, 5 cents, 1 cent. See, 1 cent. 1 cent for flint in Everfall. So let's go here. That's what they're requesting. Buy flint. The average flint goes for 38 cents a piece, right? The average cent goes for 38 cents a piece, and that's the cheapest one out of all of the markets whatsoever. And that's in Cutlass Keys. And it goes clear up to, what, 50, 60 cents? So there's 50 of them, 25, 25, 25, 25. Okay? There's not a whole lot there on the market. Those are at 38, 40 cents. But if you go to Flint, God dang it, I gotta go scroll down to Flint. These are alphabetical, by the way, so that helps out. Flint. There's a buy order in. This person wants 470. This person wants 1,600. This person wants 11,000. So the need, and that's just for this city, by the way. So this is the demand is there. The demand is there. So you can go ahead and place a sell order. Don't click on that shit down there. This is the buy orders. This is what they're willing to buy it for, 8 cents. They're trying to cheap you out of some good money. If it's 49 cents, there's 93 and they want 470 of them. Put all 150 of those jokers on there. 3 days cost me 3 gold. Will they buy it? I don't know. But because that item hypothetically weighs a lot, and I'm trying to move it from this city to the next city because I'm going over there, and I have all of my crafting materials over there, I put it on the market for a price. I go over to that other city. I open up this auction house. I take it off the auction house. It's now in my backpack. I didn't have to carry it from point A to point B. I didn't have to drag it from point A to point B. But be careful what you put it in there for, because it's going to cost you money. It's going to cost you money. So be careful what you put it in there for. It may sell. If it sells, well, then all of that shit's gone, but you did make money on it. So, I mean, it's kind of a win-win situation. That is something you can do to transport items from one city to the next for a discounted price. A discounted price. I did the whole transfer from one city to the next. It was expensive as hell. It cost me like 300 gold to transfer all of my items. Now that might have been the same as, you know what? That might have been the same as actually posting each individual thing. Maybe. I don't know. But I would like to believe that it's roughly the same. You're either going to pay for it there and make it more abundant, because there are going to be guilds, or there are going to be factions that are not going to have cities, and it's kind of a pain in the butt because you have to sit there and post each individual item. Or if you happen to have both cities, you can just go boop boop because your faction owns everything. It's a thing. It's possible. But that was $3 for one thing. That was $3 for one thing. I'm talking, I did my entire inventory in my bank for $300. So I don't know. I would like to believe that it has to be comparable. Otherwise, that would be a complete hack, you know, a complete glitch or whatever the hell it's called. So you've got that. You've got that. What am I missing, guys? What am I missing? What am I missing? Crafting. These items right here, in every city you go to, there's always a couple items. Honey, it's only honey. But this adds up, and you need that for cooking. So anytime you walk into a city and they're giving away free stuff, you stand in that line and you take that free stuff. Whether it's honey, whether it's water, right? Whether it's water. If your faction owns the place, there's this right here. Our faction does not own the place, but anybody from the Covenant can come in and get free hide. If your body owns it, take all of the free stuff. It adds up. It adds up over time. Yes, I did. Yes, I did, Tiny. It adds up over time. These are the houses for housing. For housing, you'll notice this is the big house right here. This is the big house. It costs 10,000 gold. Actually, this house costs 20,000 gold. And you have to have a faction of 30. You have to have a faction of 30 to purchase this house. Now, the reason it says 10,000 and not 20,000 is because I have not purchased a house yet. The very first house that you buy, no matter whether it's immediately or later on down the road, is half price. So it would behoove you to potentially get the big house, because the big house you can put more chests in. The more chests equals more storage, more trophies equals more passive benefits and bonuses. Get the big one. Get the big one. Let's see. Enter house menu. Oh, look at this. Enter house menu. You can sit here. You can sit here and look at people's houses. KO's residence. This has got a bunch of points. I don't know what that means, but let's go check it out. Okay, this is the house that we're looking at. Okay, so when the house has points, this is the one that's going to be visible. It looks like he just bought a bunch of shit and threw it all over the house. Look at me, I've got stuff. There's no rhyme or reason. You have a stove in your front yard. This is some redneck stuff right here. You've got a cannon. I bet you if you build this lawn right here, you might find yourself an old Chevrolet. I swear to God, this fella right here. All right, so you go in here. And this is their version of TV back in the day. You sit on the chairs and you count your gold. That's how that works. True story. You got your cabinets for all your dishes. This is a storage chest, right? A storage chest that you cannot access because it's not your shit. All right, so there's a table. You can... Trophies and things. The backyard. What's in the backyard? Man, in the backyard, you should at least... You should have... cornhole, you can have horseshoes, you can have darts. This guy's slipping. This guy's slipping. There's a chest in the middle of the thing right here. Yep. Working as intended. Okay. He's got bunk beds. You know what that is right there? Bunk beds. That right there. That means we got so much room for activities. That's what that is right there. Dude, there's so much room for activities right there. That's why they have bunk beds, because they're awesome. True story. You got a mermaid. Reminds us of our ex-wife. Just saying. And we got a little space over here. No space. Little space. Outstanding. Apparently, this is the #1 house. Personally, I think it looks like shit, but whatever. Somehow you get points. I don't know how. You're supposed to be able to rate it somehow. I don't know how you rate it, but if I were to rate it, I would say poop. Let's go to this person's house right here. Look at this person's house. Hey, look, cannon in the front yard. Got some birds. Got some carpets. Carpets. See, this is decorating. This is decorating. You got a trophy or a windmill or some nonsense. You got a dog sitting over here, right? This right here is decoration. It's not more than the other person, but it's more organized. All right, an actual table. An actual table. That's nice. Dishes. Wow, you all need to do your dishes. It's horrible. So anyway... But it's actually put here, a stove with no exhaust. Somebody's gonna freaking die. Dirty dishes. Wow, you scrubs. But at least they're working on it. That's okay. You got to give them E for effort. That's good stuff. You got yourself some chests here for extra storage. You got a, I don't know, barbecue pit, maybe something. Anyway, something going on there. See if they have bunk beds for activities up here. Let's see. Oh, see, now this is nice. This is nice. He's got the 4 chests, right? Got the 4 chests, so they got the extra storage space. That's fantastic. Got the pots up in the corner. That's good. You got the shelf over the window for no apparent reason. Good stuff right there. Maybe you're going to put, I don't know, webcam, something. I don't know, something in there. Let's see. You got some sort of weird lighting situation going on here. That's pretty good. You can't be much taller than this. You must be this tall to ride this ride. So any much taller than that, then you're going to bump your head when you walk up. So no rough craziness going on there. They do have room for activities because they have bunk beds, and they also have the main bed here, which is pretty fantastic. I like the way they decorated. I would give this person more points than that last person. Very organized. You've got your armoire, which kind of, it's not really an armoire if you're sitting there and looking out the window. You can't see your reflection, so you're going to think you're a vampire for your entire life. Poor kids. Poor kids. Poor kids. I'm telling you. I would definitely give this one a thumbs up. Where's Barkamedes? Now, I don't know, but somehow this person won. This person's got the most points for some reason. Basically, tripped and fell on a credit card, got a bunch of trash, threw it in the front yard. You might be a redneck if. That's them right there. All right. So anyway, there's a bunch of different houses. Each houses have different, this one's a smaller house. Oh, this is also a, wait a minute. That's one house. That's 10,000. This house over here is 10,000. Let us, 169,000 points. Are you flipping kidding me? All right, let's go look. At least this one's kind of organized. The houses are small, as you can see. Houses are small. Oh, look at there. Okay, okay. Stuff on the shelf. Okay, okay. All right, I'm digging it. I'm digging it. A little bit organized. It's like he doesn't know what a chair is or something, but that's cool. Okay. Oh wait, I think this right here, I think that right there is a trophy. That's a trophy for gathering of weeds. What is that called? Whatever that is. Let's see. Yeah, see? Put your bed back here in the corner. That makes sense. A little privacy action. Maybe put some mirrors and strobe lights and laser something. I don't know, something. But why would you have a stove right next to the open fire pit? But at least it looks like the stove goes up through the ceiling, so you're not going to die from, the exhaust. So, I like that one. That's pretty good. I like that. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. This I don't like right here. You're going to bump your head coming up the damn ramp. Look at this right here. Look. Man, that's too close. That's too close. What if I'm on fire and I'm running down the stairs? I'm going to hit that damn thing. I swear, it's going to be bad. It's going to be a bad idea. Then the flames hit the roof, and then the roof catches on. The roof is on fire. Oh my God. All because you had it too close. But nevertheless, it's a pretty decent house. They have different houses. Lots of stuff going on there. Oh. Another basic thing. In each city, in each town, you have the ability to recall once an hour. Now, you must visit the inn and check in at the inn. It'll give you blue verbiage to click on to check in the inn. You're making that your recall point. What that means is you can be anywhere in the map. Click on that button. You're going to recall there. All right, for free. Now, if you want to teleport there, and if you notice, where does it say? Nope. Yep. Where it says fast travel, right? You can fast travel to any of these cities that you have been to. You obviously can't fast travel to some place you've never been to, right? So it will cost you some Azoth, which is that blue potion looking thing. It will cost you Azoth. You must be in another town or at one of these little teleport areas that you will find, the little fast travel areas. You'll find these out in the wilderness. We'll find those fast travel areas out in the wilderness. Where is my buttons? Okay. You'll find those out in the wilderness. Let's see if where's the nearest one. Let's go to this one. We're gonna fast travel. I'll show you what it looks like from a distance. You'll know that you're coming up to it. You're like, what is that in the distance? What is that? You'll know. And you'll want to investigate it so that becomes open, that you can utilize it for fast travel. All right. All right. This is what they look like. These are the fast travel areas. You see that blue beam? That blue beam shoots up in the sky. You can see that from a pretty good distance away. If you see a blue beam across the map, or you know, somewhere over there, you might want to go investigate it, because when you see it, you're gonna be like, oh hey, it's a teleport place. You get there, and now that you're here, it'll like boom, you've discovered it. You can now open the map, and now you can fast travel to any place, any other fast travel point, or any city that you have been to, and each of the city costs are different. 56, 46, 20. I mean, the cost is different. 37, 31, and I'll go back to the city. I'm gonna actually recall to the end. I'm gonna recall. So those are fast travel points. Those are kind of important to investigate. There are I want to say there's at least 2 per zone or per area. So keep that in mind. Okay. What else
What have
we
we
missed?
got here? A fucking comedian.
Hey, thank you for the biddies, bro. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. If you guys can think of any other questions that you'd like to hear about, by all means, hit me up. Hit me up. Let me know. We'll either we'll break it down for you, Barney style. Break it down shotgun style, so that you can understand it. Because there are some things that I'm discovering as I play the game, and that I'm investigating and doing research and things. So if you have some questions that you'd like to have answered, let me know. I was in the town you were just last in, waving at you. Just want you were Dr. Strange Fruit. Are you able to play on this server, bud? If you're a syndicate, we can invite you to the clan, or to the company. If you're a syndicate, we can invite you to the company. If you're not, yeah, I'm a mage here, but I'm only level 7. Okay, as soon as you get it's not necessarily level, it's actually the quest available to you. You'll have to do a couple quests, I think, before the one becomes available to you. Then you do it, and it'll say, hey, go talk to the different faction people. They're going to tell you their life story, what they're all about, and then you can make a decision on which faction you want to be part of. And then go back to the lady who gave it to you, say, yep. Then go back to the lady who said, yep. So there you have it. That is how that works. Do we have no questions? No questions? No bitches, moans, groans, complaints? Nothing? That's a whole bunch of running around crafting stuff quests after you get the faction quest. That's true. Ah, your chat window. The chat window. When you get in, this may or may not be set on. Alert will tell you, you'll hear a ding, right? You'll hear a ding, and what that does is, like, think of it like an alert on your phone. Boom, so-and-so texted you, and then it'll go away. It'll be there when you open the window, but it doesn't stay there. The feed, as you can see here, I've got the company feed going on, so the company is in the feed. Muted means I've muted the global, the area, I've muted help, recruitment, and the faction. All of these have a tendency, in my opinion, from my experience, have a tendency to be toxic as hell. You'll either have people talking trash, you'll have like guild recruitments that they're spamming their trash, you know, gold farmer type thing, just constant bombardment of stuff that you just don't want to, you just want to enjoy. Turn off the unimportant things, listen to your company. They don't talk a whole lot other than bing, so-and-so leveled, congrats. That's pretty much it. Or if they're looking for somebody for a group, you know, if you don't want a whole lot of crap going on in your feed, then just turn all that other stuff off. Now, the cool thing is, here's the cool thing is, the company, I have it going on in feed, right? Well, I don't want the company on there anymore, so I'm going to turn it off. Now, turning it off doesn't just stop it from showing, it gets rid of all of it. So that's pretty damn cool. For example, if somebody says something in global, look at all that stuff in global. Selling this, or you can click here to repair, and there's a lot of information that's going on here. Maybe somebody says something nasty or just annoying, you don't want to deal with it. So like, I'm going to mute it. It gets rid of all of it. It gets rid of all of it. So that is a pretty cool feature that they have in this game that I truly enjoy. Enable alerts, yes. Language filter if you so choose. Always show the time, which tells you how long ago they actually sent the message, which is good for me. Color message per channel, yes. Emotes is P. Push to talk is V. They do have a voice chat in game. You do have the ability to talk to one another. You know, for me to, you know, if we can have a conversation with these people that are standing there and they don't have to be in my Discord, but I have to have my voice chat turned on to talk to them. They have to have voice chat turned on for them to hear me. I don't want to hear what's going on. I don't want to hear what's going on over there. I don't care. I'm in my own little world here. I'm enjoying my game at my pace, doing my own thing. But if you so choose, you have the ability to do that. That's the whole thing.